Welcome to our comprehensive guide on monitoring and evaluation, where we delve into the essential concepts and terminology that form the backbone of effective program management and assessment. Join us as we explore the fundamentals that drive successful initiatives. Monitoring and evaluation are vital components in project management, ensuring accountability, fostering learning, and demonstrating impact. They serve as the backbone of effective program management, particularly in international development, public health, and social services. Monitoring is the ongoing assessment of program implementation and performance. It involves systematic data collection and analysis to track progress against established goals, providing real-time insights into performance and ensuring objectives are met. Evaluation is a structured process that determines the relevance, effectiveness, and impact of a program. Conducted at specific points in time, evaluations use established criteria to assess program worth, providing comprehensive insights into its success. While monitoring and evaluation both serve assessment purposes, they have distinct characteristics and applications. Monitoring focuses on continuous process tracking and real-time feedback, while evaluation provides comprehensive analysis and judges effectiveness. Indicators are measurable variables that assess program progress, serving as the building blocks of effective monitoring and evaluation systems. They provide statistical evidence and descriptive measures that capture the quality and nature of program changes. Understanding the various types of indicators is crucial for comprehensive program assessment. Each type, from input to impact indicators, serves a specific purpose in the results chain, helping to measure resources, immediate results, outcomes, and long-term effects. Input indicators provide a detailed look at the resources invested in a program, such as budget, staff hours, and equipment units. They lay the foundation for understanding resource utilization and efficiency, crucial for effective program implementation. Output indicators focus on the immediate, tangible results of program activities, answering the question, what did we produce or deliver? They measure training sessions conducted, materials distributed, and services delivered to target populations. Outcome indicators capture the immediate to medium-term effects on target beneficiaries, assessing changes in knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behaviors. They highlight improvements in access to services and strengthened community networks. Impact indicators evaluate the sustainable, long-term effects of a program on the broader community or system. They represent the ultimate goals of intervention, measuring health outcomes, educational attainment, environmental changes, and economic development. The logical framework approach, or log frame, is a widely used tool in M&E that outlines the relationship between inputs, outputs, outcomes, and impacts. It provides a structured way to think about program logic, assumptions, and risks, establishing clear linkages between different levels of results. The logical framework consists of key components that create a comprehensive program planning and monitoring tool. These include narrative summaries, indicators, means of verification, and assumptions, each playing a crucial role in program success. The log frame creates a logical sequence showing how program activities lead to desired impacts through a clear results chain. It connects activities to outputs, outcomes, and impacts, illustrating the pathway to achieving long-term effects on the broader system. Baseline data serves as a reference point for measuring future changes and impacts. It establishes starting conditions against which progress can be measured, enabling determination of what changes can be attributed to the program and setting realistic targets. Collecting effective baseline data requires careful planning and systematic implementation. Key considerations include timing, representative sampling, relevant indicator alignment, and quality assurance protocols, ensuring reliable reference points for future comparison. Engaging stakeholders in M&E processes is essential, as their perspectives enhance the relevance and utility of monitoring and evaluation. Beneficiaries, government, donors, partners, and implementers all play crucial roles in shaping effective program assessments. Active stakeholder involvement in M&E processes brings numerous advantages, including enhanced relevance, improved buy-in, better data quality, and increased utilization. It ensures that stakeholder information needs are addressed, fostering program success and sustainability. The M&E process consists of several critical steps that guide practitioners in implementing effective monitoring and evaluation strategies. From planning and data collection to analysis and reporting, each step builds upon the previous one to create a comprehensive system. Effective M&E begins with planning, which includes defining objectives, selecting indicators, and determining data collection methods. This phase establishes a clear vision for what the M&E system aims to achieve and what questions it will answer, setting the stage for success. Comprehensive monitoring and evaluation planning involves multiple interconnected elements that must be carefully considered and aligned. The theory of change articulates how and why program activities will lead to desired outcomes. The M&E framework outlines indicators, data sources, and collection methods. Resource allocation determines budget, staff, and time requirements for M&E activities. Data collection is a crucial step in the M&E process, involving gathering data according to chosen indicators. Methods can include surveys, interviews, focus groups, and administrative data review. Surveys are structured questionnaires aimed at collecting standardized information. Interviews provide in-depth conversations to gather qualitative insights. Focus groups facilitate discussions with groups of stakeholders to explore perceptions and experiences. Document review involves analyzing existing records, reports, and administrative data sources. Selecting the right data collection method depends on various factors, including the type of information needed, available resources, and target population characteristics. Surveys are best for quantitative data, offering large sample sizes but limited depth. Interviews provide detailed insights but are time-intensive. Focus groups leverage group dynamics for interactive discussions but may introduce potential bias. Document review is cost-effective for historical data, though data quality can vary. High-quality data collection is essential for reliable M&E results. Quality depends on multiple factors that must be carefully managed throughout the collection process. Accuracy ensures data correctly represents the reality being measured. Reliability provides consistent results when measurement is repeated. Validity measures what is intended to be measured. Timeliness ensures data is collected and available when needed. Completeness guarantees all required data points are collected. Once data is collected, it must be analyzed to interpret findings. This analysis can reveal trends, identify areas of success or concern, and inform decision-making. Quantitative analysis includes statistical calculations, trend identification, comparative analysis, and performance measurement. Qualitative analysis involves thematic coding, pattern recognition, content analysis, and narrative interpretation. Different analytical approaches serve various purposes in M&E, from basic descriptive statistics to complex multivariate analysis. Descriptive analysis summarizes basic characteristics of data using means, frequencies, and percentages. Comparative analysis compares data across different groups, time periods, or geographic areas. Trend analysis examines changes over time to identify patterns and trajectories. Correlation analysis explores relationships between different variables and indicators. Data analysis transforms raw information into meaningful insights that can guide program decisions and improvements. The chart shows the relative frequency of different analysis types used in M&E practice, with descriptive analysis being most common. Effective communication of findings from M&E activities is crucial. Reports, presentations, or discussions help stakeholders understand the program's performance and inform future actions. Clear communication presents findings in accessible language appropriate for different audiences. Visual presentation uses charts, graphs, and infographics to make data more understandable. Actionable insights provide specific recommendations based on analysis findings. Different reporting formats serve various purposes and audiences in the M&E process, from regular monitoring updates to comprehensive evaluation reports. Progress reports provide regular updates on implementation progress and performance. Dashboard reports offer visual summaries of key indicators and performance metrics. Evaluation reports assess program effectiveness and impact comprehensively. Learning briefs are short documents highlighting key lessons and insights. Effective M&E reports require careful attention to structure, content, and presentation to ensure maximum impact and utilization. Key elements include an executive summary with key findings, clear methodology description, balanced presentation of results, evidence-based conclusions, specific actionable recommendations, and limitations and caveats. The ultimate goal of M&E is to utilize findings to improve program effectiveness. This may involve adjusting strategies, refining objectives, or even extending successful interventions. Strategy adjustment modifies program approaches based on evidence of what works. Objective refinement updates goals and targets based on learning and changing contexts. Scaling successful interventions expands effective approaches to reach more beneficiaries. Creating a culture of learning from M&E findings requires organizational commitment to learning and adaptation. This involves creating systems and processes that support evidence-based decision-making. Leadership support ensures management commitment to using findings. Feedback loops facilitate regular mechanisms for sharing and discussing findings. Staff capacity builds support for interpreting and using M&E data. Adaptive systems provide flexible processes that allow for program modifications. Despite best intentions, several factors can prevent effective use of M&E findings. Understanding these barriers is crucial for developing strategies to overcome them. Timing issues arise when findings are available too late for decision-making processes. Complexity occurs when reports are too technical or complex for intended users. Relevance issues arise when findings don't address stakeholder priorities or needs. Resistance is encountered when organizational culture is resistant to change or criticism. Despite its importance, M&E faces several challenges that can impact the quality and effectiveness of monitoring and evaluation activities. Understanding these challenges is the first step toward developing strategies to address them and improve M&E practice. Ensuring the accuracy and reliability of data can be difficult, yet it's fundamental to effective M&E. Poor data quality undermines the credibility and usefulness of findings. Common data quality problems include incomplete or missing data, inconsistent data collection methods, measurement errors and bias, and outdated or irrelevant information. Strategies for improvement include standardized data collection protocols, regular training for data collectors, quality assurance checks and validation, and technology solutions for data management. Limited funding and personnel can impact the extent of monitoring and evaluation activities, forcing difficult choices about scope and frequency of M&E efforts. The breakdown shows the relative impact of different resource constraints on M&E implementation, including funding, staff time, technical skills, and technology. Creative approaches can help maximize M&E effectiveness even with limited resources. The key is strategic prioritization and efficient use of available assets. Prioritize key indicators by focusing on the most critical measures rather than trying to track everything. Leverage partnerships by collaborating with other organizations to share M&E costs and expertise. Use technology by employing digital tools to automate data collection and analysis. Build internal capacity by training existing staff rather than hiring external consultants. Gaining and maintaining the involvement of stakeholders can be challenging but is critical for success. Different stakeholders have varying interests, availability, and capacity to participate. Engagement challenges include competing priorities and time constraints, different expectations and interests, power imbalances between stakeholders, and geographic and cultural barriers. Engagement strategies include clear communication of benefits, flexible participation options, regular feedback and updates, and culturally appropriate approaches. M&E practices must consider cultural contexts to ensure relevance and appropriateness. What works in one setting may not be suitable in another cultural environment. Language barriers can be addressed by ensuring M&E tools and processes are accessible in local languages and culturally appropriate terminology. Cultural values require respecting local customs, beliefs, and social norms in M&E design and implementation. Participation styles should adapt engagement methods to match local communication and decision-making patterns. Data interpretation involves understanding how cultural context influences the meaning and significance of findings. Developing culturally sensitive M&E requires intentional effort to understand and adapt to local contexts while maintaining methodological rigor. Cultural awareness recognizes the importance of cultural factors. Cultural knowledge involves learning about local customs and practices. Cultural skills develop abilities to work across cultures. Cultural adaptation modifies M&E approaches for local context. Digital technologies are revolutionizing monitoring and evaluation, M&E, practices, offering new opportunities for data collection, analysis, and reporting while also presenting new challenges. Mobile data collection allows for real-time data gathering in remote locations, cloud-based systems facilitate data storage and sharing, and real-time dashboards provide interactive visualizations to improve performance indicators. When properly implemented, technology can significantly enhance M&E effectiveness and efficiency across multiple dimensions. It improves data quality, cost efficiency, time savings, accessibility, and real-time monitoring, making the integration of technology a powerful tool in modern M&E practices. While core M&E principles remain consistent, their application varies across different sectors, each with unique characteristics, challenges, and requirements. In health, the focus is on health outcomes and service delivery. Education emphasizes learning outcomes and access. Environment monitors ecological changes, and agriculture tracks productivity and sustainability. Governance assesses transparency and accountability. Health programs require specialized M&E approaches that account for clinical outcomes, population health indicators, and health system strengthening. Key metrics include vaccination coverage, mortality reduction, and treatment success, which are crucial for evaluating the effectiveness of health interventions. Educational M&E emphasizes learning outcomes, access to quality education, and system-level improvements in educational delivery and management. Key indicators include enrollment rates, achievement scores, teacher-student ratios, and infrastructure quality, while challenges include stakeholder involvement and standardized testing limitations. Results-based management, RBM, is a management approach that focuses on achieving outcomes and impacts rather than just implementing activities. It involves results-focused planning, performance-oriented management, results monitoring, and learning and adaptation to improve performance and maximize contributions to results. A theory of change articulates the underlying assumptions about how and why a program will achieve its intended outcomes. It provides the foundation for effective M&E design by identifying problem analysis, defining long-term vision, mapping change pathways, and understanding critical assumptions. Participatory M&E involves stakeholders, particularly beneficiaries, as active participants in the monitoring and evaluation process rather than just subjects of assessment. It emphasizes community ownership, local knowledge, capacity building, and empowerment, ensuring that stakeholders have a voice and influence in program decisions. Gender-responsive M&E ensures that monitoring and evaluation systems capture differential impacts on men, women, boys, and girls, and promote gender equality. It involves gender analysis, disaggregated data collection, gender indicators, and inclusive participation to ensure meaningful involvement of all genders in M&E processes. The M&E field continues to evolve with new approaches, technologies, and methodologies that enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of monitoring and evaluation. Innovations such as artificial intelligence, remote sensing, blockchain technology, and social media analytics are transforming how data is collected, analyzed, and utilized. Developing strong M&E capacity requires investment in people, systems, and organizational culture. This involves both individual skill development and institutional strengthening, with leadership, systems and processes, technical skills, and basic knowledge forming the hierarchical nature of M&E capacity. M&E professionals need diverse skills combining technical expertise with soft skills for effective stakeholder engagement and communication. Technical competencies include research methodology, statistical analysis, and data management, while soft skills encompass communication, stakeholder engagement, and cultural sensitivity. M&E practice must adhere to ethical principles that protect participants, ensure data privacy, and promote fair and respectful evaluation processes. Key considerations include informed consent, confidentiality, fairness, transparency, and avoiding harm, ensuring ethical integrity in M&E activities. Professional standards guide M&E practice to ensure quality, credibility, and usefulness of monitoring and evaluation activities. Utility, feasibility, propriety, and accuracy standards ensure evaluations meet information needs, are conducted legally, and reveal technically adequate information. The M&E field continues to evolve, driven by technological advances, changing donor requirements, and growing emphasis on evidence-based decision-making. Future trends include real-time monitoring, adaptive management, predictive analytics, and impact measurement, focusing on long-term, sustainable change. These questions help assess comprehension of key M&E concepts and their practical application in real-world contexts. They cover monitoring versus evaluation, types of indicators, and the significance of baseline data, essential for measuring program impact and understanding performance. Additional questions focus on practical challenges and systematic approaches in M&E implementation. They explore M&E challenges and process steps, discussing how these challenges impact program success and how process steps contribute to overall effectiveness. Monitoring and evaluation are integral to the success of programs across various sectors. Understanding these core principles equips practitioners for effective implementation, emphasizing systematic assessment, evidence-based decisions, continuous learning, and accountability. By systematically assessing performance and impact, M&E informs decision-making, enhances accountability, and ultimately contributes to improved outcomes for beneficiaries and communities. Understanding key concepts, processes, and challenges in M&E equips students and practitioners to effectively implement these practices in real-world contexts. Armed with these foundational concepts and practical insights, you're ready to contribute to the vital work of monitoring and evaluation. Remember that effective M&E is both an art and a science, requiring technical skills, cultural sensitivity, and a commitment to learning and improvement. Build strong foundations, apply in practice, continue learning, and create impact.